everybody. Welcome. We just did this. Hey. Hey, buddy. I'm Siren Jag. I'm a makeup enthusiast and a commentator on the drama end of the true crime community here on YouTube. I'm also a panel hopper. I do part-time music and comedy and anything else I like here on the platform. I'm also a karaoke host. And here we are. I'm also Save Robbie's bitch. I guess you all forgot that. But here we are. Yeah. Here we are. And tonight, we're hanging out and doing stuff. Let me say hey to the people who popped in. Hey to Rachel, who was first. Hey, girl. How you doing? Hey to Missy K, who is now clean and naked. Yeah, we just won't talk about that. Hey to Wendy, who's watching The Bachelor because she likes watching man candy. And hey to all you lurkers. I appreciate the lurkers. Hey, how you doing? I appreciate your eyes and your ears and your fingertips should you decide to chime in on things. You know where the chat is. You know where you can say stuff. Hey, Cole, welcome. Now, I know why you're all here. So I might as well just take the elephant in the room and just stick it in a wheelbarrow and just roll it all out. You all want some sort of apology. So, okay, here it goes. On behalf of Natasha and on behalf of Robbie, I'm sorry you're all offended. There you go. There's your apology. There you go. There you go. Are you forgetting what this community is? Are you forgetting what this community is? Well, Wendy, I'm afraid I have to address this, so I kind of have to dive into drama a little bit. Well, maybe a lot. So, yes, for the recap, in case you've been living under a rock, okay. At the end of Darling Nikki's stream last night, Robbie and I both got a message from Natasha asking her to come on her panel last night. Well, not to literally come on her panel, but to go to her panel to help her out with something. And then we did that. We had a fun time doing as she asked. But then after that was finished, we were talking. Hey, Jax, how you doing? We were talking, and the subject came up where Robbie said, you know, what would have really helped would have been if Mrs. Portland had been on your panel to help us out. So then the discussion turned to Mrs. Portland and the fact that she had sent Robbie some naughty pictures of herself and her husband. And so those pictures made their way to Natasha, and they were pictures that Mrs. Portland had sent out herself. And so Natasha edited those pictures for any nudity and showed them. Edited them for any nudity and showed them. We talked about that. And then Natasha showed a picture that she had already had herself, that multiple people had already shown, that Mrs. Portland had already put out on the internet herself. And we talked about that. So that is the story. It is no more sensational than that. But people today seem to be all up in arms, clutching their pearls, making themselves the moral authority over everyone else, despite the fact that they all hate Mrs. Portland, that they all cannot stand her, want her gone. want her to go to jail, and and I can't help it. And yes, Mrs. P did this herself. And Mustang Sally, you're welcome to that opinion. It doesn't matter at this point. So, hey, puppy. But the point is, all nudity was gone, and the other picture Mrs. P had put out herself. And keep in mind, all the people who are up in arms, they all passed Jamie Lycantheory's penis around amongst themselves. Or did they forget about that kindly? Did they forget about that they kindly passed that around amongst themselves and had a good old time doing it, making a joke of it? A Mustang, yes, she posted, but the rest were edited to remove all nudity. There we go. These are the same people who were doing that. Same people who were doing that. Same people who were sending Jamie's penis around. Let me just share this, by the way. Let me just share this. Let me just share this. One of the people who was doing this, there you go. There you go. One of the people doing this shared Mrs. P's vagina around herself. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go, Amy. Hide from that. Hide from that, Amy. Hide from that, Pookins. Hey.
Hey. Sorry, I'm late.
It's
What
fine.
are we looking at?
We're looking at Amy sharing Mrs. P's vajayjay picture.
What?
Yeah, Amy shared it.
Hold on a second. So who put that bird there?
Oh, I covered it up.
Hi, everybody. Oh, shit. I s- wow. Hold on a second. Let me check my inbox or my message because I might have gotten the same one. Um, I had never even thought to check, but yeah, I heard. I saw there was quite a bit of outrage today over this, and I do have some things to contribute to that. Um,
Oh, hold on just a second. Cheryl, that was then. This is now still doing it now. Did you not hear any of Sallyanne's live? Did you not see what they were saying in Sallyanne's live? If they're still doing it now. They're still doing it now.
so give it a few weeks, then it'll be that was then and this is now. Why is everybody getting so outraged? What does it say? Okay, that's what I'm going to search for. That's not. That's nobody ever uses that excuse with Robbie or anybody else really. That's a new thing. That's a new excuse. That was then, this is now. No, you guys are only saying that because you know Amy has a whole history of doing some ignorant shit. And you have to somehow justify it. So you're saying that was then she's changed. No, that girl has not changed. She has not. And if you maybe, why don't they tell her victims that? All the people she's fucked with. I don't think that they would agree. And I don't think anybody's in a place to say some shit like that when we're talking about the things she's done. I could be wrong though. Um, Let me see. Oh wait, you know what? I'm in the wrong one. Hold on.
Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
Oh, I believe Amber's going to be here. She's just taking care of a few things. Where is it?
Oh, um, I didn't say I was trying to excuse anything. And I can't speak for Natasha, and I can't speak for Robbie. I can only speak for myself.
I didn't see the whole thing, but I was there for the mesh. But here, I have a question. So this is if people are out here outraged at what Natasha showed, why am I only seeing a very select few people being tagged in all of these posts? There were over 100 people in that chat, or at least watching, but there was a lot of people chatting. None of those people are being tagged. That's why now, if they're not tagging, it's all or nothing. Okay, you're either going to tag all of those people or none of those people. Now, since they're only like I said, tagging a select few, it's obvious to me that they're weaponizing the situation. They're just using it against the people that they hate, because they're not saying shit to the other people that were in there saying shit, because they don't mean anything to them. They don't care about Mrs. P. They don't care about these photos. All they care about is that this is something that they can use against us. And that's fucking
Yep,
disgusting.
yep, that's pretty much it. Oh, and Sallyanne's stream it said over 1,000 people watching, which is bullshit. She was being
Did
botted.
she tag 1,000 people? What about all the people in the chat? If she knows there was over 1,000 people watching, if she was watching, why didn't she tag all of the names in the chat that were saying things and were laughing and that were going along with it? They never did that. Not one of them did that. They only targeted us. I was getting tagged in shit and I was like, this is fucking interesting because I'm only seeing a handful of names, but I'm not seeing all of the names of the people that were in there. The mods weren't tagged. The people in her chat weren't tagged. Just us. That there, you guys, if you're listening, you guys are fucking disgusting. You guys are weaponizing. You're weaponizing that situation, because you know all of you are guilty of the same shit. Number one. Number two, I heard this talk about a vulnerable individual. Let's talk about that for a minute. You say Mrs. P is a vulnerable individual all of a sudden, but when she's fucking with Noodle Mash, she's not. Okay, well, let's talk about that. This is a woman who was put forth in front of a judge to defend herself. In the eyes of the law, she is not considered a vulnerable individual. She is not considered mentally challenged, because if she were, she would never have been put in a position to face a judge on her own. She would have had an official advocate, a social worker, or a lawyer. Okay, there's that. Secondly, she was slapped with a lifetime restraining order. Again, that's not something that would have happened if she were considered someone who did not know the consequences of her actions. But we know that that is not the case because she has that restraining order. The other thing is, she violated those conditions. And where did she go? She went and sat in a jail cell. She did not go to a mental health facility where they would normally put someone who is somebody like, well, who would had mental, who's mentally challenged. They would be put in a different facility, a secure facility, but that's where she would have went. So if we're going to talk about this, I mean, from what I can see in the eyes of the law and society, she does not fall into that category. She is a married woman. She lives independently. And according to Noodle Mash, she is not as disabled mentally as she likes people to believe. However, these people are very selective. They're cherry picking situations, people to fit their narrative. So to that, I say, go fuck yourself. It's some bullshit. And you guys are you're just weaponizing this person you claim is a vulnerable individual. That's what you're doing. So you guys should probably be ashamed of yourselves. Give your head a shake and understand that we recognize what you're doing. You think you guys probably thought that when you saw that stream that it was Christmas morning for you. No, because you are all just as guilty. Lycan's out here sharing RP with every single person he's ever interacted with. And if he's not sharing that shit, talking about he learned his lessons, he hasn't learned shit. It wasn't that long ago where he was talking about Amber's underwear. Okay? And we got Amy out here who is literally the ringleader of spreading that shit around. Now, let's talk about Tiffany. Tiffany has a child who is old enough to access the internet. Does anybody give a fuck about what they're putting out on her? No, they don't. Now, she's not a vulnerable individual, but she is a mother. She has a child. So you may not like her, but you have do you have respect for her child? No, you don't. Because if you did, Amy, you wouldn't have been putting out the shit you did on her. You made it accessible to her child. And so did Lycan. So I don't want to hear this bullshit. Oh, I learned my lesson. No, what are you talking about? No, there was nothing more you could do. That's what you consider a lesson learned. You learned shit. You learned shit. Okay, all of you have done the exact same thing that you are now pointing your fingers. Sallyanne, all of you took Lycan's nudes with Granny's watching. And what does Hooker call him? Little peanut.
Little peanut.
Yep. Yes. But all of a sudden it's because it was done, it was Natasha Cooper and we were there. Fuck all of you. Because remember, when you're pointing your fingers at us, there's a bunch more pointing back at you. And there's more examples that I could put out. But y'all are just as fucking bad, if not worse. So don't be coming looking over in this direction for any accountability. And yes, those photos were absolutely posted on her Twitter. Robbie may have sent them to Natasha, but they were made public by Mrs. P on her Twitter.
Yeah, and Natasha edited all the nudity out of those photos. And we got to remember, Jamie edited all the nudity out of Tiffany's photos, and they still had a fit on him, but yet he's okay to be over there, and they're buddying up with him now. If it's okay now for him to have done that with her, then it has to be okay for Natasha to have edited all the nudity out with Mrs. P and Walter's photos. Either they both have to be okay or they have to be not okay, and Jamie has to go back to being on the outs. So which is it?
Well, you raised a really good point here. What did we see on Natasha's live stream that we have not seen on Mrs. P's channel? This is a woman who has danced around in a bikini, in her bra and panties, on a video. I don't know if it was a live stream or not, but it was definitely a video. She took photos of herself like that. We saw nothing more than what she has shown herself on this platform. So I'm confused. Like, what is it that you think was so horrible? No nudity was shown. None. And like I said, these are photos she put out herself. And everybody's like, oh, Sallyanne thinks she got cracked the fucking Da Vinci Code over here, talking about, don't you say that I don't come with receipts, bitch. Your receipts came from a public live stream. Those aren't receipts. Okay? But what you showed was Robbie saying that he sent them to Natasha. What he sent was already public. I know you're looking for that banger, Sallyanne, but that wasn't it. A receipt would be something that no one else has seen before, you know? That would be a receipt. And stop tagging me in your shit, Sallyanne. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want your, just talk your shit. You don't need to be out here begging for our attention. You're not going to we don't want to go over there. Zero nudity was shown. Exactly.
Yeah. And, Noodle, spare me from you trying to defend, Mrs. P, because you have exploited Mrs. P for content for months upon fucking months. So spare me from that. Spare me from that. They talked about Mrs. P and Walter for one night. You've talked about her and squeezed money from her for your content for months for donations. Months upon months. So spare me.
Yeah, I don't know about donations, but I do agree she shouldn't have to turn off her AdSense. I did say that, but I don't know about donations. I never heard her ask for donations, but if she did,
well I mean, if she has memberships, that's donations. So even if she turns off her AdSense, she's still getting those donations.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't see a problem with her earning money from this. What I see a problem with is her suddenly saying Mrs. P's a victim. How is she a victim in this, but not in the situation with her? Like, what's the difference? How is she? How is she? How can I say this? How is Mrs. P a victim in this? What happened last night? But when it comes to the situation with Noodle Mesh, she's the aggressor. The guilty person who should be in jail, which honestly, I don't agree with the things that Mrs. P has said at all. I think it's fucking disgusting, and I think the law should handle her. But I'm just asking seriously, like, how are you going to call? Like, how does that work? Nobody did anything wrong to her, and she's the same person. We're talking about like the same person in both situations. What my point is to say is, she is very well aware of her actions, the consequences of her actions. She understands what she's doing. And in both situations, like when she's saying these things about Noodle Mash, she's well aware of what she's doing, just as much as she was well aware of what she was doing when she was posting these photos, uncensored. So, I mean, how is she a victim now? And saying that she's a victim, I mean, if what was being shown was actual nudity, that would not be okay, obviously. But that's not what was being shown.
Nope.
Everything was censored from what I didn't see the whole live, but I'm assuming everything was censored.
Oh, and Miss Natasha did not get her live stream taken down. She took it down herself. And if you all had actually seen it, you would know why she took it down.
I didn't see that. The last thing I saw was the Walter and the Met, and that was censored.
Yeah, if you see the whole thing, you'd know why she took it down. I'll tell you in the private chat.
Okay.
Let me get over here to the private chat.
This is all honestly, this is not just another one of their witch hunts. They take accountability for nothing. And when it comes to them thinking that they've got, something to come at us with, they're going to just, all of them, like a pack of fucking hyenas, and they're going to jump on it. And that's fine if that's what they want to do, but they're fucking hypocrites. Selective, outraged hypocrites.
That's why.
Okay, hold on. Oh. Okay. That's funny. I haven't heard anybody mentioning that. Have anybody mentioned that? Or did they miss it?
Nope, they apparently missed it.
Oh, shit. Well.
Twice, by the way.
What? Oh, shit. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, they apparently didn't pay enough attention now, did they?
Probably. Well, can you imagine? I mean, this, I don't understand. I don't. Okay. So what was it they were saying? That was then, this is now?
Yep, that's what they said.
Okay, so let's look at that. So past behavior is not a valid representation of current behavior, right? People change. Mm-hmm. I don't think I even need to go more beyond that. I think, can we all take a moment and think about that? Think about this for a minute. Does that apply to everything? No, it doesn't. I'm not going to give examples. I'm not going to get gross. But I'll say this. That's bullshit. Okay? Your past behavior is a valid representation of who you are now. Unless you have made a valid effort to change, which we know Amy has not. We know Lycan certainly has not. He just hasn't had any victims. I mean, this motherfucker months ago, well, it wasn't even months ago, really. He was still doing the same shit he has always done. And I guarantee you he's probably typing something up right now if he hasn't already. Oh, Amy is the same. Look at both of their community tabs. Tell me that they've changed. Guess what? They have not. That the same behavior that these people are exhibiting now is the exact same behavior that they've been exhibiting for probably their entire duration on social media. So no, there is no, that was then, this is now. Tell me, if you run into somebody who has a red dot over their address, does it apply to them? Does it apply to abusers? No. So who gets to decide? The Morality Bureau over there? You guys don't get to decide these things, okay? And you certainly don't get to speak on Amy or Lycan about that when they've got a whole fucking history of victims in their midst.
Let's see. In all honesty, I did listen to a three-way call to Natasha Sheriff. Somehow I doubt that. Everything was explained. You heard Natasha.
You don't know everything.
Did Natasha explain it?
Did Mrs. P? What is she talking about? What is this person talking about?
Did Natasha explain it?
It's not illegal. It was on Twitter. She posted them on Twitter. This is the same woman who literally stood in front of a police officer and told that police officer that she did not say anything to Noodle Mash on Twitter. And that police officer said, "Can I see your phone?" And guess what happened? He looked at her phone and he saw her Twitter, and then she was put in handcuffs. So nobody listened to any call that contained all of the accurate information of that situation. Because you guys don't know it. Well, you may have listened to something, but it wasn't accurate information. And you can't say that it was accurate information because WTC, you don't know where those photos came from.
Okay.
You heard Robbie say he sent them to Natasha, but just because he sent them to Natasha doesn't mean that they were sent to him privately. Maybe they were. She may have sent them to him. Actually, I think she did. But she did post them.
Okay, WTC, you're not on any side, but you did listen. Who was reporting? I would think they would have a right to know. I would think they would have a right to know. I mean, you get to face your accusers in this country. So who was reporting?
An observer? So wait, Siren, I think I know what's going on here. Somebody watched the live stream, and that is the source. That's the extent of the information that they had. Because Robbie said Mrs. P sent him those images, which is probably true. But that does not mean that just because she sent them to him, doesn't take away from the fact that she also made them public. Mrs. P, yes, she did send them to Robbie. God knows who else she sent them to, but she also posted them on Twitter. So, there's that.
Yep.
Why?
Not being rude, but why show them? What did Natasha get out of it? Well,
they were funny.
They were having a good time. She got a fun night out of it.
I thought they were funny. The mesh thing was funny to me. It was, funny because it was, when you see somebody like he looked like he was having fun.
WTC, who are they? Still waiting. You can't tell me who they are. I'm just about to call bullshit in the whole fucking thing.
I have to mention something too. Even if they were only, and that is not the case, but even if they were only sent to Robbie, they were censored. They weren't sent in their original form. Yeah. So she probably, maybe she was.
If you can't tell me who they are, as far as who was making the report, I'm just going to have my mods block you. So this is your last chance.
Sorry,
this is your last chance, WTC. Who was making the report? And if you can't tell me, I'm just going to have my mods block you. I'm sorry.
Where were all of these social justice warriors when it was stated? I'm not going to repeat what was said about you, Siren. You can say that if you choose. But that was fucking disgusting. Where were they when that was said? They heard it. And that was disgusting.
I'm just going to tell you, I don't have any problem with Natasha anymore. We are at peace. Peace is better than fighting. I would rather be at peace with anybody.
Siren, your problems with Natasha, that was then. This is now, right? By their standards?
Yep.
So there's things that this is cherry picking. They are weaponizing Mrs. P and what happened on Natasha's panel because they just need a reason to attack us. They don't give a fuck about Mrs. P. And if it were somebody that they hated, if these photos were of me and my husband, do you think that any one of them would give a shit? No. No, they wouldn't. I know that for a fact because all of them, every single one of them has said and done far worse than what was said and done last night.
Mm. And this is exactly why my dick pic that I took and I'm clearly proud of, but it's all gone to exactly 3 people because I know if it goes any farther, it could easily go to all of these monsters who would do God knows what with it.
They would. What do you think would happen if these photos, if Natasha did a live stream and posted photos, but instead of Mrs. P, they were of my husband and I or my boyfriend and I? How do you think that they would respond? I mean, my God, I put a picture of myself out where I was fully clothed and they fucking attacked every inch of my body. They mocked me. They made fun of me. They were like saying horrible things. They did the same thing to Amber. They literally body shamed Amber. They've body shamed Robbie. They've body shamed me. So why is this different?
I mean, it's not.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
oh, hang on. Let's see here. Go past all the dick pics. Okay. According to Google, we have seen many situations where very intimate photos and videos are disseminated widely of a victim that upset the victim, but the victim's face is not shown. Many times, photos only show the images of intimate body parts and no face. In those situations, it is not illegal to disseminate these photos.
Oh, okay. So if Google is saying that you can show body parts without a face, that's fine. Then I'm almost certain that you can show body photos with the face, with the private covered.
Yeah, well, Mrs. P's
Oh, yeah,
muff
the crotch.
photo didn't show her face. So, I mean,
And it was censored,
that
wasn't
could
it?
be, yeah, I mean, it didn't show her vag. It's just a muff with some weird scar. So, I mean,
Look what Catch Me said.
they did.
They make
They
fun of
did do
Robbie's
that to her.
hairline. They've made fun of Bill. They've taken all of our pictures, but I know they've taken pictures of my face. And Amy took my face and pasted it on a picture of a dwarf. I guess I mean that's perfectly acceptable to these people.
Yeah, but I mean, it could be, for all they know, it could be anybody's breasts. It could be anybody's vag. It could be anybody's muff. It's not illegal. So, I
But that
mean,
wasn't what was shown. What we saw, as far as what I saw, is you would see the exact same thing in public if you were at a beach. There was nothing more shown.
yep, Wendy, this is where we are. This is where we are today. Well, they dragged me into it. You can blame Noodle for this, actually, because she addressed me.
What?
Yes, Larry of Arc, they passed around the porn themselves. And they're up
Well,
in arms because someone else passed around something.
we were critiquing and I liked the mesh, to be honest, but I thought it was an art show.
Yep.
These weren't pictures taken on a fucking cam slip. These weren't privately taken photos. These were posed. They were like she knew, like they were well aware of what the fuck they were doing.
No, I mean, the Karens that are melting down are guilty of passing around Jamie's dick pic. So,
Yes. And Jamie's also guilty of it.
yep. Because he passed around Tiffany's stuff.
And he talked about Amber's body.
And he's the biggest Karen out here.
That is true.
Except for maybe Amy. But, you know. And
They
did
don't
you
give a
know?
shit about Mrs. P.
And did you know that today Jamie actually said that he never hides his shit?
That is a fuck. I have a video proving that he does. Do you remember that live stream?
Mm-hmm.
Go into, okay, if you guys don't think that Jamie hides any of his videos, here, do this. If you have a laptop, I don't know how it works on a cell phone, go into your history on a laptop and search for his channel name. And what's going to happen is all of the videos that you've watched from him are going to show up. Now, focus on December and January. Those are the only ones that I can say off the top of my head. And start clicking on those and tell me if it doesn't take you to a private fucking video. Because he does. When did he say that?
Oh, he wrote a community post about it. Let me go get it.
Thank you. I have a video proving that he does. I went to my history, typed in his channel name. So when you go to your history and you type in the channel name, it'll bring up all the titles of the videos that you've seen, the live streams. When you click on it, it's going to take you to that video, but then it's going to show you that that video is now private. And when you go back to your history, it's going to be gone. The title's going to be gone because it's updated. And he's privated three videos that I personally can say 100%. He privated 3 of them between December and January. I'm down for that, Wendy. Can you click if you right click on that and it should say open in another tab. And that'll let you open it in another tab and zoom in.
Let's see. Well, I did that. Let me try this one.
Usually it'll open in another tab.
Yay! Stop that one.
Then you can zoom in. That's what I do.
There we go.
Ah, yay! Okay.
Yay me! There he says, I don't erase any of my own past out here. I own it. That's a fucking lie.
That is a fucking lie because he sat on his panel and he said his girlfriend was a nurse and she confirmed it from the chat, and to this motherfucking day he sits here and he denies that he said that, but he made that live private.
He said, I even admit my mistakes and sometimes even apologize if I feel it's warranted. That's also a fucking lie.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, we know what he did to me for fucking 48. It was about 48 hours. He went manic for no reason at all. And he made all kinds of, well, he lied is what he did. And he called me a dope fiend and he lied about my medication. He just lied and lied and lied some more. Still hasn't apologized to me for shit, but he deleted it. Never apologized, though.
And in most cases, I learn from my mistakes. Well, that's a lie, too. So.
It is a lie because what he does is he goes behind the scenes and he sends private messages to people and he threatens and intimidates them into not talking about him.
And look, let's come down here. I gave people a place to view NC's stream and turned off the chat due to conflicting interests. Well, what were those conflicting interests, one wonders?
Why would he need to give them a place to view it? If it was so bad and terrible, why would you share it, Jamie? Views, maybe? Could that be it?
Yeah, why couldn't they just go to Natasha's stream to view it?
Yeah, good point. Why would you need to share it? Because you capitalized on it like you do. You are an opportunist. And yet again, here we have another exhibit proving this.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what the conflicting interests were. Could it be that the real problem is that he had most likely, this is just my educated guess that I'm allowed to have. The real problem is that he had people who also come to his chat in Natasha's chat, and he either didn't want to see that or was afraid that they would go there. So he wanted to have his chat going in the hopes that they would still come to his chat. So
I think the reason he turned off his chat is because he knew that people would be looking at him and asking, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you showing this again? Why would you show it if it was so wrong? Why would you expose it to your entire audience? All the people who did not see it on Natasha's, and she made that shit private. Why would you continue on with it and share it to even more people? If you're not, supposedly you're victimizing her, according to you, Lycan. Why would you do that? Natasha made her life private. Why would you save it or whatever you did and then expose it to your entitled audience for content, Lycan? Because you are an opportunist.
Oh, hit thumbs up on the stream, please. Yeah, because I would like to stay in everybody's algorithm, and that is one of the ways that you can do that. Or if you're a hate watcher, hit thumbs down on the stream if you hate my guts. Yeah, just don't sit there and be apathetic. Yeah, because I don't shake these titties for nothing. Shake it. So,
why would he, if it was so bad what Natasha did, why would he share it to his audience? A bunch of people who probably don't even go to Natasha's. Why would he do that? She shut it down. And he continues it.
Yeah, if it's so bad, why would he expose his audience to all our filth, all our putrescence?
I wonder if he shared the chat, or was it just?
No, he said he turned the chat off.
No, Natasha's.
Yeah, he. Well,
when he recorded it.
I guess he said he turned off his chat.
No, I mean, like when he recorded it, did he include in the recording Natasha's chat? And then share that too? That part. Probably not.
That said, I'm glad people could come together for a common cause and not make it about themselves. Not make it about themselves.
Oh God. Most of this is about him.
He does that to make it entirely about himself. That's the only reason he streams, to make it about himself.
This post, if you read it, is mostly about him. About how he apologizes to people and he doesn't do this and he doesn't do that. And at the end, I don't forget the shit you did to me either. This is all about him.
Then he says, all I'll say is this. If you're of sound mind and cognitively unimpaired, you really shouldn't complain about being a victim of anyone else around here. You realize you've been in hate bonding with Noodle, right?
And any day it'll be Amy.
Yep. So he's been hate bonding with Noodle and Tiffany and Sallyanne. All of these people constantly complain about being victims of somebody around here. So you just set off a nuclear bomb just right in your hate bond.
Can we just literally, let's have a look at this post clearly. I want to go back to, what did he say? Can you scroll up a bit? I want to see what he said about it's not about him. Is that what he said?
That said, I'm glad people could come together for a common cause and not make it about themselves. Most people anyway.
Yeah, and he's not included in that because this entire post is about him. And you know what this is in response to? A post that Tiffany made. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah, Tiffany was pretty much letting people know that, he did what he did.
Yep.
That's why he made this post. So yes, this post is all about him. No self-awareness at all.
Yep, I remember that post now because she said, all you are sitting around there after he did what he did to me. I remember that.
You know what I remember? I remember when Jamie was posting photos of Tiffany that he shouldn't have been posting. I remember when he was posting pictures of her where he was censoring things out too, but it was obvious what what was going on. And Amy was the one that came up with the idea to put a pill in her mouth. She told me that. But what about that? Like, is was that then and it doesn't matter now? No, it does. It absolutely does.
Yep. Uh, they said most of you gave as good as you got, and even arguably did some worse shit to people. Oh, now he's really talking about Tiffany.
Yeah. What? I mean, I don't know what worse did she do to him?
Oh, talking about taking down his channels.
He put out her private shit.
Oh, but see, it's all about him. It's all about him.
What, Robbie? What?
Yeah, he did. When Sallyanne was restreaming Mrs. P, Lycan gave Mrs. P nudes to put on her, to post on her stream so that Sallyanne would have nudity on her stream and would lose her channel.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck?
Or not on her own stream, on her own community wall, rather. Same thing. So.
Oh my god. How
Yep.
do these people do all of these things and then have the audacity to point their fingers at anybody else?
Yeah, so if we're going to talk about taking advantage of someone with mental issues, he did that. He did that.
Yes, he did. Wow. He's an opportunist. That's all he's ever going to be. Even he can't even come up with his own fucking content. He capitalizes off of Eli's. And when Eli goes on a break, he's got nothing until something like this comes up. Or he'll just make it up and start running his mouth about someone and lie.
Yep, Larry Avark, he did the Mrs. Peasus cartoon, which was funny. I appreciated Mrs. Peasus.
And everything was censored. Suddenly they've got a problem with judging body parts when that's all they've been doing. Sallyanne was coming into my chat calling me a fat ass and tubby. Remember that, Sallyanne? And Country Joe? I didn't say no, Kathy Ann. I never said Lycan restreamed her. I said, did he include her chat when he recorded it? Yes, that's what I thought he was talking about. Oh, it was today's stream? Okay, I was wrong. He restreamed today's stream. All right, I know if I was wrong, I was wrong. I thought he restreamed last night's stream because honestly, I would not I would totally expect him to do that. But it's strange though. Like, why wouldn't he just post the link? Why would he not post the link for people to go to Natasha's live and watch it for themselves? Oh, no. He wouldn't do that. Of course, he's got to restream it with this. He thinks he's this, altruistic guy that's just going to, do good for the community. Let me just restream it so you guys can all gather around. And no, he's an opportunist. Oh, catch me. That's right. Sallyanne shared it? What the fuck?
Kathy Ann, would you chill? Please. Thank you.
Well, it's even actually it's I mean, why would Lycan restream Natasha's live from today as opposed to giving people the link to go and watch for themselves? Sub poaching, trying to get views, capitalizing, opportunist. That's why.
So,
I remember that, Catch Me, because they did do that. Oh, she shared Jamie and Tiffany's pictures. Wow. And again, I can't fucking stand Tiffany, but I do have to consider the fact that she has a child that has access to the internet, and the fact that anybody shared any of her, adult content should be fucking ashamed of themselves. Again, I don't like that bitch, but it's not just Tiffany we're talking about. She has a child who could see that. That is fucking disgusting. And that's actually worse, I think, than what Natasha did.
mm-hmm.
Because no matter what I think of Tiffany, and I have a horrible fucking opinion of her. The fact of the matter is, she is a grown woman she can do whatever the hell she wants with her body. However, when something is happening privately, those are the things that should not be shared by others. And that is what Lycan did. And Lycan and a bunch of other people did that. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves, because you know what? It's not just Tiffany's feelings you need to consider, but it's the fact that, like I said, she has a child. None of you give a fuck about that, because none of you think about that. You're worried about Mrs. P, but you're not worried about Tiffany's son? It is worse. It's way worse. God forbid her son sees some shit like that. You should be ashamed of yourselves, you fuckers. Out here judging.
None of us bullied CJ off the platform. Did you all not see all of CJ's posts about how she was having trouble getting her monetization back and how she needed money? Did none of you all see that? CJ took her own self off the platform. No one forced CJ off the platform.
No, Missy, I understand Tiffany, or yes, I understand she's grown and she has participated in, X-rated things, and that's fine. That's her business. She knows she can control that, right? What I'm talking about are the things that took place privately between her and Lycan, or her and whoever else. I don't know. That's the content that these people shared. And they had no right to do that. And they put pills in her fucking mouth. But that was then. This is now. Are you going to tell that to her son or her son's friends that may potentially see that? Do any of you give a shit? No, you don't. None of you care, because you guys were very happy sharing that shit when you didn't like her or you didn't like him. You didn't care about any of that. You didn't take her family into consideration. No one cared about that. But now you care, because why? Because it fits your narrative. You can weaponize it. And that includes Amy, because Amy I know I'm speaking from experience. That bitch sent me every single link she could find. And I can prove that. I have proven that. And I have no interest in that kind of shit. I don't care if I hate, and I do hate her. I fucking can't stand Tiffany. But what's right is right. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says about me. I'm not specifically defending Tiffany. I'm defending the situation and her son.
Oh, and stay. Don't think I didn't see this because I didn't see the stream. Because I get sent stuff. Pesky. Saying, coming through with the post about saying how you go back to hating each other later, how you came through together for this. Oh, girl.
What did she say?
Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Give me just a minute. Sorry, I got to go through like 11 screenshots, so it's going to take a minute.
It's fine.
So, let's see. There's screenshots of them calling out Locumi.
What does she have to do with any of this?
Nothing. There. Open image in new tab. Yay me!
Oh, let me see. So much easier that way, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I know it's amazing that advice came from me because I'm the most disorganized person ever.
Right there at the bottom. Pesky. It's the right thing to do to come together for this issue. Hate each other again later.
Oh, is that how she's trying? Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Siren. The date that you have about what Amy said about the picture. Oh, was that on May the 21st, 2024 at 9:09 p.m.?
Yes.
Yes, so was mine.
Yep.
Robbie, it's in our chat that we had with
that's
her.
Where I got it.
You're not in there, are you?
No, Robbie sent it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Robbie's response was, "What the actual fuck?" I said, "Looks like an armpit." I said, "I don't think that's her actual vagina." And then, what did she say? She said, Amy said, actually, I'll just send you these. Hold on.
Oh, someone found out I can ban from back here. Good job, you.
Who?
That Scotty unhinged person.
Oh, what? Scotty?
Scotty unhinged. It was a troll account.
That's Scotty. What did they say?
No, that's not Scotty.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Honestly, I might have left it, but they used the R word. So.
Oh. Okay, hold on. I'm going to send these to you. Just give me a minute. Just so you can see what she said. Oh. She zoomed in and oh my God. You wait till you see this, Siren. I don't know if you're going to be able to post this, but okay, so I'm going to send these to you, Siren. I mean, I don't know what you can do with these, but she zoomed in on it.
Oh, wait a minute. If that's Hooker, you do not have permission to use the F word on gay guys. I don't know who you think gave you an F word pass, but it is hereby rescinded.
There you go. Now you can see what Amy's response was, and Robbie's response, and mine. We're such terrible people, aren't we? She edited it she actually drew on it to show me all the different body parts, like exactly what it was.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to read that. Yeah, she drew on it and wrote "lol."
Yeah. Oh, is that what that is? I didn't
Yep.
even...
Yeah, I can't even post that.
Well, she literally did the same thing to this picture that she did to Tiffany's. Oh, I also said, who the fuck sits bare ass on furniture? And Amy brought that to us.
Yeah, that's definitely LOL. I
I
can't
thought she
do
was.
that.
What's she saying? I can't. I don't have the link. Hey, Catchy. Hey, Chowder.
Who needs the link?
No, I don't have the
Oh,
link to Sallyanne's channel.
Sallyanne is rage posting again. Good.
Let me see. Oh, I think she did tag me in something. Hold on.
Well, I
Oh, for
mean, I've
fuck's
got
sakes.
like 11 screenshots of posts from her stream, so we could always just go over all of it.
Sallyanne says she tags Robbie, she tags me, and she tags Siren. If she was listening, she would have heard me say that I didn't even know about that. So what the fuck, Sallyanne? She says, just for your information, I have never shared anyone's pics about, and then there's nothing. And then she says, if you have the proof, please feel free to show it if you are just trying to deflect and it's not working. Because
Oh,
you're a
that's a
fucking idiot.
fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. I saw the live stream clip where you shared it to CJ and Lori. I saw the clip.
What the fuck? You guys are just trying to deflect. No, Sallyanne, we're telling the truth about who you are and who your friends are. Sallyanne, aren't you friends with Amy? Do you want to see proof of what Amy shared? Because I can show that to you if you would like it. Would you like to see it? I've got tons of screenshots I could show of all the filth that she has shared. And that's your friend.
Yep, I was there when I saw the clip where she shared it to CJ and Lori, and they had a good old laugh.
Where's that one live where she says, oh, is it go? Oh, she changed it. Where is it? Hold on a second. Okay, wait. This is so funny to me. Sallyanne uploads a video and it's titled, or she says in this video, so Natasha, hold on. So Natasha clearly says Robbie sent her pics. Please share this out. 388 views. How long ago? Okay. And then she says she loves patting herself up. Oh my god. She's Sallyanne absolutely she can't help herself. She fucking loves like boasting and bragging and like praising herself. She said something in here like I guess she changed it, but she said something like, "Don't ever say that I don't come with receipts, bitch. It was public. Those are not receipts."
So if you make receipts, where do they print?
Her cricket.
I was like, from your butt cheeks, from between your boobs, where do they print at?
I just noticed that she has a video and it's titled "When Nikki Goes to Bed." Bitch, what would you know about that? Fuck. Do you want me to start posting videos, Sally? Because I got a few fucking titles that would surely fit you, right? Don't make me get fucking rude.
Yes, everyone was laughing.
I
We were
laughed.
all laughing. We all laughed. And
It's funny. If you saw a photo of me wearing a mesh bodysuit, you guys would laugh too. In fact, Sallyanne, you laughed at my fucking photos, didn't you? Didn't you? And this is coming from the same woman who shamed another woman about domestic violence. Round of applause for Sallyanne. Throw that bitch a hero biscuit.
okay, if you all see me in a mesh bodysuit, you're going to laugh because I have a belly. There you go. That's why I don't wear mesh bodysuits.
Don't you dare shame bellies. I love them. Sallyanne
Robbie,
loves shaming people.
Robbie, don't you dare move in on Brandon. Because I won't have any chance.
You might.
Oh, God.
Wasn't it Sallyanne and Country Joe who mocked and made fun of Amber? Yeah, they did. That's what they do. But all of a sudden, they're going to drop their swords and unite as one.
Yes.
For the most righteous of causes.
They can hate each other later. Now they're uniting against the greater evil, which is Natasha and Robbie and Siren.
Yes. A call to arms. Be some Braveheart shit going on. Sallyanne has been begging for my attention for, oh my God, why? I don't know. She's another one that's becoming obsessed. It's weird. Oh, good one, Larry.
Sallyanne's like, I must go fight this other woman with large boobs.
Yeah. They literally, like, tore me apart. They even made fun of my hands. Do you remember that? Not the fact that I covered them up because there was wood stain on them, but there was another picture of my hands, and they said I had saggy knuckles. They were laughing. Like, that's Sallyanne gets great joy out of body shaming people.
Yeah, what is even up with that? I mean, no one's body here is perfect. We all have something wrong. I mean, even Robbie's got a bad back. So, I mean...
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I mean, you wouldn't know it to look at him, but... So.
I didn't know that. There's nothing illegal. Nothing. I challenge anyone to go to the police. Report it.
Yep. So, go run to the police. I mean, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere if you go to my job and say, this guy's lying on the internet or laughing, because I wasn't lying. This guy's laughing on the internet at funny things.
She posted her own privates.
Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do? She posted her own stuff. See? Looky there. A bad back is right. My shit hurts daily. See?
Oh. What part of the pictures was nudity? His belly?
That was covered with his shirt?
Yeah. That wasn't his cock. That was hernia. I think.
As I said, when it came out, I said, Natasha, that's not all covered. She's like, yes, it is. So I assumed she double checked it.
I didn't think it was either. I thought initially it was wide open, but then I looked and I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah. Well, maybe they'll be happy. They can get all of us in jail and Mrs. P. Because that's what they want, right? Isn't that what they were calling for like 2 days ago?
You got to remember, we're just saying she's going to jail this week, but now suddenly they're white knighting for her. So which is it? Is she going to jail, or is she the queen that you're all on the chessboard supporting?
Well, why isn't Lycan in jail? Or the rest of them that have done it? And if they didn't do it, they're fucking best friends with the ones that did.
Yeah, thumbs up this stream, everybody. And if you're not subscribed here, why not? We're all awesome.
Why is Sallyanne shaking her tits at people?
God, maybe she's trying to change the weather. Fuck.
It worked. It was a nice day today. And there
Clouds!
wasn't
Clouds,
there
go this way! Go this way!
wait, wasn't there fucking tornadoes and earthquakes over Amber's way? Fucking stop it, Sallyanne. You're putting lives in danger. What the fuck? You should go to jail for that. How dare you? She yelled at Amber. Oh, I knew it. That's what happened. That's why there's storms. Sallyanne's revenge. Right and left hits. Moving in tandem.
Oh God, they're going in an earthquake.
She's fucking swinging them over her back. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie him in a knot? Can you tie him in a bow? Can you shake him on a YouTube stream? She did, Brandon.
Let's see. That's what happens when she gets the helicopter in. Like,
Ugh.
push me, Nikki. Push me.
I would. I'd pull you, actually. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, there's something wrong with me today. Oh, 28. Wow. Siren, you got 92.
Ooh.
Jamie's is up to 28? What's he talking about? I wonder what it's about.
No telling.
I should restream him tonight. When's he doing his expose stream? I'm waiting for that. Did he? Because I don't think he did it yet. And he was supposed to. He set it up. And I'm waiting. So, Jamie, where the fuck is it?
I've been waiting for a stream like you. Oh, I don't feel good like taking views away from Nicole, but man, I had to deal with this. I mean, I'm the only one left. Natasha's over on TikTok doing her battles, earning the money. So, I'm the only one here. So, I had to be the one. Oh,
it had to be you.
It had to be me. So,
I've wandered around, finally found.
Okay. Yeah, if I've got 92 people watching and only 21 likes, somebody better hit the fucking like button.
Oh, shit.
Oh, so this counts as a makeup stream. Here's a Pat McGrath lip balm. So don't say I didn't do something.
Oh, no, you did do something, Siren. Don't be so hard on yourself. You shook your tits.
You said hard on.
Well, I'll meet you in the DMs then. Hey. I'll bring the tits and you can bring the...
You can bring the hard on. I already gave you the hard on once.
You can never have too many.
I mean, you can.
Mm-mm.
You, I mean, you've
Maybe all at once, but
more than 5. You can't really deal with.
all at
So,
once, I mean, yeah.
well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Bring
Guy
forth
number
the hard
6.
on.
Guy number 6 is kind of going to lose out.
Oh, I think you're talking to the wrong one. I'm that's not me.
So
3. Oh, that's embarrassing. Those people, the only people watching are there for Nicole.
yeah, because I mean, and let's just keep it real. He deserves to bottom out.
Well, what would he be doing if Nicole wasn't there? I want to see him do a stream just by himself, talking about not drama. Actually, I have, and it wasn't.
I mean, what else? What else can he do? What else
Nothing.
does he really do?
Eats and watches movies.
He eats and reviews stuff that you can go get yourself.
And he grifts for girlfriends on the internet.
Yeah, he's like, let me review this cheeseburger from McDonald's.
That's been
It's
around
like,
for
dude,
60 or
it's like,
70
dude,
years.
I can just go get a cheeseburger from McDonald's. What?
Or remember the last one you had.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jax, behave.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's true. He fucked over a lot of people.
He did.
Bastard.
Anyway, I could. Do I need to get into all these contents from Sallyanne's stream?
I mean, do you have the one where she showed what she shouldn't be showing?
I mean, I don't think so. I just have the comments from her rage stream from earlier. So
Oh, God.
let me see if there's anything I need to address. Give me just a minute.
Okay, I'll just be over here talking away. He bottoms out. He's a snake. You know, he brought this on himself. The way he literally attacked the people that supported him the most. For what reason, I do not know. I can't even come up with a possible justification.
Oh, wait. Somebody said, I got to address this. Here we are. Sorry, I got to one screen and I already did something stupid. Sorry, you see this face, so you know I've got to deal with something stupid.
I know his expressions. You guys have no idea. I love them. He doesn't even have to say anything, and I know.
First of all, look at that Sallyanne face. Look at it.
Mm-mm. What? What is that about Amber?
London Girl asking if Jamie's going to have a Q&A on Amber. Why?
Oh, please, please do that.
First of all, Amy's in there, and you just showed, well, I just showed that Amy had sent Mrs. P's cooch herself and drew lol on it. You showed they drew lol on it.
Oh, is she doing the certificates again?
Do what?
What's Amy doing, the certificates again?
No, just the fact that she's in here playing nice when she was also showing Mrs. P's
No, she says go activate certificates.
No, the point is that she's in here with this bullshit.
Of course she is. So, fucking Lycan's in there.
Yep.
Of course. Look at how happy they look together.
Lycan, Amy, and Wendy. And so Wendy is asking, so Bob is ban evader. No, Robbie is not a ban evader. Yes, he gave this. They've been saying this for literally 4 years. Okay, I'm going to clear this up again for the stupid. Okay. Yes, Robbie gave a channel to Natasha, but Natasha then literally put her own email address and gave it all of her information. So the channel became hers.
They transferred ownership. It is a legal thing. It is permitted. You can even sell your YouTube channels. It is all allowed.
So that channel became hers. So when that channel went down, that is a Natasha channel that went down. So it had nothing to do with Robbie. I've explained it. Robbie has explained it. So now it has been explained to you for the nth time. Man, stupid fucks.
Yeah, all you gotta do, it's easy to find out. You're allowed to transfer ownership of channels. People do it every day.
And I've also explained this to you. YouTube does not care anymore if you are a ban evader because YouTube fucking likes making money. They don't care if you're a ban evader. You can just fucking come right back. They want your money. They want you to watch their ads. They don't fucking care.
Yeah, what do you expect from somebody who uses the name of something that you use to wash? Well, she probably washes her fucking ass with it.
I mean, I can tell that this person will never create something as universally loved as a Frosty. Oh, and thank God GLM is in there now too.
Oh.
Though I'm not surprised. I'm fucking not surprised. Didn't GLM and Lycan have a thing?
Oh, God, I don't know.
I think they did.
You see the 70-year-old man she thought she was with?
No, I'm thinking right. I think they did have a thing.
Oh, my God, I think that you're right. No, truth untold. I don't think Noodle Mash knew.
Yeah. Robbie of all people knew Mrs. Peace Mitchellicious. Noodle Mash knew them too. Noodle Mash knew them too.
Boo got banned?
Well,
Wait a
anyway,
minute.
that was that screen.
I'm not surprised that they're all in there, and I'm not surprised Lycan's in there. I will always say that about him. He's a fucking cat. He's an opportunist, and he just capitalizes off anything he fucking can. It's embarrassing.
Okay. Well, here comes another one. Yay! Oh, oh,
Oh, what?
oh. I'm going to let you deal with this. Look at the comment they put on the screen.
I'm a hypocrite. I think there's a big difference. There's absolutely a big difference between what happened to me and me looking at two adults. I mean, I don't know. The people, anyone who bring this up, and this is what they do, right? They just continue to bring this up. Caroline is obviously, I hope you don't have children, Caroline, because you're clearly fucking deranged. You sound like a deviant. I mean, why? Any chance they get to bring that up, they do. And they're going to point their fingers over this way. Mrs. P and Walter are fucking adults. I was a child. So, I mean, but they're never going to not do this because they're fucking disgusting. And of course, Sallyanne would pin that up. Of course she would, because she's a fucking pig herself. And I don't know if she's a mother or not, but I would fucking hope not. I really hope that Sallyanne does not have children, because she's a pig and she is just completely mentally unfit.
Oh no, Sallyanne has kids.
Oh dear God. That's unfortunate. I can't imagine. Yes, you're right, Wendy. I do have a lot to say about others. And I will always have a lot to say about others around here, so keep going with your caps. Oh, Lycan. I agree 100%, Lycan. I'm glad. Please save that for me. I'm so glad you said that, you fuck. That we could all call this out, because I'm going to start calling you out on some more fucking shit that I was holding back on. And I'm going to start showing some fucking proof and some screenshots about your bullshit. So you're right. I'm glad we could call this out.
Well, sucky suck. Maybe the next time Robbie and I get together in Denver, we can make a part 2.
So she's who made that video?
Jamie made it.
And she's complimenting Jamie, but they're not talking? Okay.
Oh, they're totally not talking. So,
No. They seem fine here in this chat. Oh, but yes, of course. Natasha Cooper's sick for what she did, but nobody's sick for what they've said about rape of a child. The fact that Amy and Tiffany both have clipped me talking about what happened to me as a child and mocked me. They've both got those clips on their channel. But Natasha Cooper is sick? Okay.
Okay, yeah, none of this Sallyanne live is desperate for content. None of this is. No. None of these people gathering together, just clinging together. None of this reeks of desperation for content at all. Just none. No.
They're united for justice, for some injustice that was done towards someone they fucking all collectively despise, and for something that they've all collectively done. Maybe not collectively done, but they've all done it. Oh, God.
Oh, Jamie and Mander Lynn back together. Oh, they're so in love. Oh, wow. I remember when Mander Lynn was saying that Jamie had to be in love with her.
Wow, Jamie. Jesus. You're in the fucking trenches. You're just like, oh my God. What do you even call this? He's literally like, oh God, there is no low this man will not go. And I shouldn't have called him a man. That is a boy. You know, I mean, I guess he's at the point right now where fucking he's at rock fucking bottom. Bottom of the barrel.
Let's see what other goodies I can find
Jax,
here.
that's right. Jack says, Jamie said that a Q&A game wasn't worth his time about Amber. No, bitch. You know the consequences if he does. That's right, Jax. He does know do it. Do it. Fucking do it, Jamie. Get yourself that content. Watch and see what happens. We'll respond. Yeah, and yeah, that's right, Jax. And Hooker was calling him Lil Peanut. She said that shit so much that I mastered the fucking accent. And I can't even do accents.
Oh, I've
Does anybody have
on
this picture of his? Does anybody have Jamie's picture? Uncensored.
Natasha does.
Today she called him that? But Manderlin's in a chat with him? Wow, Hooker. Holy shit. Wait. Wait. Is that Hooker on the panel with Lycan in the chat?
Yep.
Oh, and we suppose these people expect anybody to think they have any fucking credibility at all? Any loyalty to their own beliefs?
Oh, look at that Andrea's mom comment. They baited her like you would a child and then exploited her for their own gain.
Like Noodle Mash. Could the same be said about Noodle Mash?
Oh my God, Andrea's mom, like, no, that's not what happened. Say, Mrs. P sent out her pictures of her own free will to wherever she wants to send them.
Publicly.
And that's what really happened, okay? Oh my God, you're so stupid.
That's the funniest thing. I've never heard you do that before.
What do you mean? That's Andrea's mom's voice.
I've never heard you do that. No, I saw probably half of it, Chowder. I didn't see like the last half. Hold up. Who's Andera?
Just some random person. I have no idea who that is.
This could make someone hurt themselves. It's bullying. Really? Wow.
Well, it's too bad they don't think about that what they're doing might hurt them. What they're doing can make people hurt themselves. It's totally bullying.
Yeah, you know what? You know what could make somebody hurt themselves? When they have to see the mugshot of their fucking rapist up on someone's channel. Tiffany. But nobody said anything about that, and you guys knew who that was. And she tags me in it. But that's perfectly acceptable. No, none of these people, all of these people joined in on that, and other situations with other people like you and Robbie and Amber, and that's perfectly fine.
Oh, and I actually brought up this screen because this is where the lady's like, wait, Locum, I went back. No, it's called Two People Making Up. Perhaps you've heard of it.
I think we're witnessing a bunch of it actually right now for disgusting fucking reasons. All these people hated each other. Do you know where you are, Delaney? Do you see who's in this chat? Now, go look at these chat. Go look at chats from a few days ago and see what these people were saying to each other or about each other. Do not be surprised.
Yeah. 1-800-FRAUDBUSTER saying, Tiffany, can you please send me the recording from Wendy? I don't know, but I think it might be able to reach out to certain people I know from my past. I want to at least give it a chance.
Oh, we're reaching out to the past now? Okay. I thought the past was in the past, but...
You got me. Having a clue. Oh, now we've got Tiffany attacking Locumi, saying, Locumi, silence in the face of evil is itself evil. God will not hold us guiltless. Not to speak is to speak. Not to act.
Hold on a second.
To act.
Wait, hold on a second. That sounds familiar.
Well, I tried to make it sound like it was from a closet.
No, wait a minute. Oh, no, yeah. So that's a quote by Dietrich. I knew I heard that before. That is an actual quote by Dietrich Bonhoeffer, and it is from the... It's... hold on. Here, shit, where am I? If you Google... Well, you can Google it, but it's a quote from... an author. Way to go, Tiffany. I love that you quoted that and you gave your source. No, you didn't. You just wrote that in there and expected that people would think it came from you, which, I'm considering who you're surrounded by, there's no doubt in my mind that every single one of them believes that you actually said those words. No, you plagiarized. Oh, sorry. No, he was. I don't think he was an author. It says here he was a German Lutheran pastor, neo-Orthodox, anti-Nazi. Yeah. So, way to go, Tiffany. I hate when people do that, when they say shit like that and they don't put it in quotes and let people know, like, this isn't something I said. This is a quote that this person said.
Tiffany, when you're trolling, it helps when you put quotation marks around what you're saying there and then put the reference you're using.
Yes, give credit where credit is due. She does it all the time. Like 80 to 90% of what she writes is not originally, like, it's not her actual words. She has, like, I don't know, I think she has a... You know, people have a soundboard. She has a fucking quote board. And most of the stuff she quotes, I recognize. I'm like, what the fuck are you, you know? And even when she came up on my panel, she had notes. She was reading from fucking, like, actual notes. I was embarrassed for her. It took her about 45 minutes to work up the nerve to even get up on my panel. And when she got up there, she was already prepared. Oh, God. What the fuck?
She's mid-puff.
She's deflating.
She lost inflation in one boob. She lost air pressure.
Yes. Fuck. That's demons coming out of her.
Jamie saying, Robbie can't even admit what he did was wrong and that he's exploited a disabled woman and her husband.
Lycan, you fucking exploited someone's mother. regardless of what people think of her. I'm always going to say that. I have had children, that teenagers that have access to the internet. I couldn't fucking imagine that.
And he disabled he disabled. Fuck, what am I talking about? He exploited Mrs. P himself.
Yep.
There's Mrs. P. Fuck. There's Sallyanne's botted numbers, 1.1K.
This is going to get interesting. I wonder how this is all going to work out. If they're all going to be suddenly, swarming Mrs. P with all of their righteous indignation and
see,
support.
now I've got you doing it.
Me? What?
Now you can't say indignation, so now I've got you messing up.
What did I say? How did I say that?
We're saying
indignation. That's what I was saying. Yep. Yes. But anyways, they're going to be surrounding Mrs. P, supporting her, helping her. And then what the fuck is Hooker going to do?
Yeah, Tula, no one is afraid of Hooker. Nobody. What's she going to do?
Wheezy yes to death? Wait, it's not Wheezies. What are they called?
I don't know. She's going to tight roll us.
Well, I don't know. The fucking voice on the bitch. Sounds like she fucking eats gravel.
She's going to attack us with her clogs.
That's what, yes. Oh, he's a coward, bitch. You couldn't even get up on a fucking panel with Katie. You're a coward.
Yeah. When's the last time you saw Tiffany in a chat? Like, saw her? As in, not appearing to look like a seal.
Robbie can't... What the fuck is Lycan saying?
Oh, that's the same quote from... It's the highlighted quote from the top.
No. What is Lycan saying here? Robbie can't even admit what he did was wrong. Okay, bitch. Listen up, Lycan. When you can start showing all the things that you've done wrong, then you can have an opinion on someone else. Look at these idiots. What alt?
I have no idea what these people are trying to talk. I've proclaiming that Robbie is in the alts on an alt in this chat trying to trigger people. Why would he do that? Why would he do that?
Robbie would go in as himself. You see what Jack said? Jack said, Lufa, reach out to the local psych ward. They're missing you.
Their aim is getting better, though.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie, you don't belong on the outs. What the fuck does that mean? Andrea, Mom, come to this chat. Let us know you're here. I will drop the link. You come on this panel and explain to us what you mean on this sentence right here. I'll give you like 2 minutes without laughing. Come on, girl. You believe in love? Because I got something to say about it. It goes something like this.
Get your fucking ass over here. She won't.
Oh, I know she won't. Let's see. That's that, because I'd already seen some of those.
What makes him think Robbie would go in with a fucking alt? That guy will say whatever he has to say under his own account.
Let's see if there's anything in this one here. Yeah, Jax, I don't know what the outs of what. I don't know what goes through into your mom's mind. Ooh, that face isn't getting better. Tiffany say, Juror, it is deviant, sick abuse and exploitation. I'm still shocked.
I hate when she copies everything I say. It's annoying. She's either copying what people say or copying like what people say.
Nikki, what do you mean? I don't copy anything. Anything.
Tiffany, you are a dirty fucking whore.
I'm only a whore because I put things inside me, Nikki.
Yes, I know. Your boyfriend's looking for his car keys.
I'm carving new ones with my snatch. It's gonna take me a minute because he wanted multiple sets and he wanted a transponder key. It's gonna take a minute. I have to install batteries. Oh wait, yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
I had to connect that last circuit. Okay.
All right.
Mrs. Max says, Token, Robbie will never risk his channel. Risk his channel over what? And why would Robbie risk his channel?
Police report needs to be filed quickly. Fuck all those murders.
Yes. Put this police report at the front of the line. Iva says, Mrs. P would do anything to be accepted by Cooper, so be careful, folks.
Oh, I know. I know he did not say that about Robbie.
Yep. He did. He did.
He's ban evading. Last time I checked.
Yeah. How many channels has Jamie lost?
Like 8.
Oh, it's more than 8. It's like 30. Something like that.
It's funny how everybody's saying she's a vulnerable adult now. I just feel like Noodle Mash is going to disagree with that. God forbid you show pictures of this woman. You'll get attacked. But you can throw her in jail.
It's okay, though. It's okay. I'll call Brandon. He's got a lawyer lifeline. And we've got the master hacker. So
there you go. Oh my God, Jax.
She's cheering her on right now.
Nothing surprises me around here. Nothing surprises me. Wow.
Oh, wait, hang on. Let me share. Let me put this one in another screen because we got somebody being stupid. I know, shocker, right?
Oh, I can't believe that.
I know.
Was that me?
Nope, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get through these. I'm trying to get through these slides before I check my um, messages. Oh, Token. That's Token Hillbilly. That is Mrs. P's main hater, the one who sends everything to Noodle. That is Mrs. P's number one hater, the one who says she's going to take Mrs. P down no matter what.
What?
Yep, she's the one who says she's taking Mrs. P down. She's over there.
Wow. Wow. I don't even know what to say to that.
You can say this. There you
Yep.
go.
Well, I don't know how to do this and not be embarrassed. I mean, I would be embarrassed if I was sitting in a chat full of people I fucking hated publicly.
Thank you to who sent me this.
Hmm.
Jamie saying Robbie needs to go back to jail as well.
We on this
Well,
side have always supported and defended Miss Portland. What? What side?
well, I will say Miss Dior was one of Mrs. P's longest mods until Mrs. P finally kicked her out.
Oh. And she runs right over there? Lovely.
Oh, hang on.
Um. Okay, yeah. So Noodle Mash, Noodle Mash has a post up, and it says, "If you are unable to separate the legal situation I have with her from her and her husband being made fun of from their nude pics, the problem lies with you." No, no, it's that's not what's going on here. What we're discussing, or what I have discussed, is whether or not, because people are saying that Mrs. P is mentally challenged, and that Robbie attacked, or Natasha attacked, a mentally challenged woman, a vulnerable woman. Those are the labels that they're putting on Mrs. P. So if that's the case, then should you not? I mean, do you not believe that? That's all I'm asking, Noodle Mash, is do you believe that? Do you believe that she is a vulnerable individual? Do you believe that she is mentally challenged? Because the very same people that have been saying that you should throw her in jail are the same people who are now saying that she is challenged. So I'm confused by that. Personally, I don't believe she is. That is a separate thing from anybody mocking or making fun of her nude photos, but that's not what happened. They weren't nude, they were censored. Um, You can go ahead and say this is wrong, but you can't say anything else is wrong? Selective outrage is what's going on here. Selective fucking outrage. You guys are all jumping on the hot topic.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, come here, puppy.
That's all that's going on here. They're making this the hot topic, and they all want a piece of the pie. Of course, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Noodle says, it's a separate thing. We understand it as a separate thing, but it is the same person. And I'm questioning, what is it like? Does Noodle Mash now believe that Mrs. P is mentally challenged, and that we are attacking, or not we, but that she's being attacked as a vulnerable or mentally challenged woman?
Hey, Caitlin.
There it is. Exploitation of a vulnerable person is a crime. I'm curious, does Noodle Mash now consider Mrs. P a vulnerable individual or mentally challenged?
Oh, exploitation of a vulnerable person. Let me ask, what financial gains were made? What financial gains were made by Robbie or by myself through Mrs. Portland? I can tell you what financial gains were made. Fucking none. None. I can also tell you what financial gains were made by Natasha of Mrs. Portland. None. But you know what who did make financial gains because of Mrs. Portland? Noodle Mash did.
Oh my God, her baby, your grandson has RSV.
Mm-hmm.
Aw. That's terrifying.
He does.
That's just, that's so awful. I get so scared with little ones. Especially that. That's terrifying. I hope he gets better soon.
Yeah, so if they're going to go down that road, they ought to be very, very careful to step on the right places.
Exactly, Jax. There were no nudes. We saw nothing that would not be seen at a beach. Or what Mrs. P already shared.
And yes, Solo, I have claimed to care about Mrs. P at one time. Have I not stated that Mrs. P and I were no longer friends? Have I not stated that? I guarantee that I have stood up for Mrs. P a whole lot more than any of these fuckers.
Well, I was friends with Amy for 5 fucking years, and look what she did within like a day and a half. She exploited my situation. As did most of those people. I don't think they possess the intelligence to understand any of this. They're just seeing a situation and they're manipulating it and twisting it into something that fits their narrative and what they want it to be. And that's it.
Oh. I wasn't going to share this one, but... Oh, here's Noodle. Call the police department in Robbie's town and Natasha's. That's who needs to be notified. And tell them what?
Tell them I said hi. I wonder if Noodle Mash thinks maybe Natasha or maybe Mrs. P needs an advocate or a lawyer. What do you think, Noodle Mash? Do you think she's being taken advantage of?
Oh, maybe Mrs. P is being taken advantage of. You're right. Why don't you help her find an attorney? An
Mm-hmm.
attorney who will look out for her best interests.
I think that's a great idea.
Maybe an attorney who will stand up for her and who might be able to, I don't know, possibly get her out of a lifetime order.
Yeah. Wow, you must be terrified of her, Noodle Mash. I can tell. You think she's got to go to the police, but you're fucking terrified of her. Okay.
So, does she need a lifetime order, or does she need 1,000 advocates in a live chat? Of course, we know there aren't really 1,000 people in there, but still, 1,000 advocates in a live chat.
That's a good question. Is she a vulnerable individual? Or is she a dangerous criminal?
Miss Dior saying, I think a lot of people need to call the police. Yes, please, clog up the legal system with your bullshit. Please, go ahead.
Yes, I'm going to be the first one to call the police on you, Siren, because you were on that panel. It's illegal. I think you laughed. I said, I'm going to be the first one to call the police on you because you were on a YouTube panel. And that's illegal, Siren. You laughed. I think I heard you laughed.
I laughed. It's my problem. Yep. Hey,
Somewhere.
Shay. Welcome.
That's got to be illegal. I'm certain it is.
There we go. Mrs. P was a demon spawn, according to them, just hours before this live took place. There you go. I'd truth bomb it, but
there you go.
I don't have that. And Sandy, who I had no issue with, by the way, I had no issue with this person saying that I need to be reported to for laughing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All I can say is good luck.
Tell them we said hi. You know what? I guarantee you not one of these people are going to make a call. Not one of these people are going to reach out to Mrs. P.
Wild Scott Aurora saying, oh, they just canceled themselves.
Really? Because you just had 100 people in your chat, so I kind of feel like that didn't happen.
Yeah. I don't feel canceled.
I don't think you are.
Navigator saying, I'll bet Robbie is trying to mend fences with Mrs. P as we speak. He fucked up. So, and Navigator, I saw in other posts where you said that you watched the entire live stream. You watched the entire thing.
I don't think Robbie's received any phone calls yet from the police.
Nope. If it was so bad, why did you watch it if you weren't entertained by it?
They were.
Navigator, you are not fooling me. We were friends for too long. You share my sense of humor. You aren't fooling me with this crap. You can play this fake puritanism to these people and try to get away with it, but you don't fool me one fucking bit.
Oh, God.
and people questioning why Jamie distanced himself from Robbie because of this behavior. That's fucking why. No, that is not why. And thank you, Pesky, for allowing me to talk about it again. Do y'all remember?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No. Keep going. I was going to say something else.
Do y'all remember a little story when it was a couple of years ago, or 2, maybe 3 years ago, when everyone was distancing themselves from Brittany J and Lycan stuck by her. And then time rolled around a little bit. Everyone started distancing themselves from him. And Brittany J decided in her own best interest, she'd better distance herself from him too. And I stuck up for him through email to her. And I said, can't you at least give him a chance to talk to you and give him a chance? Didn't do any good. Roll around to Robbie breakdown with his relationship, and Jamie publicly distancing himself from Robbie. And I went to Jamie on his public post because he made it public. And I extolled to him, asking him to chastising him a little bit about that, about not sticking by a friend. In the same way that I had gone to bat for him with Brittany J. And then he attacked me. And so I left.
Well, I left Jamie, and he threw a fucking little temper tantrum. He threw a little bitch fit. He came into my chat, bitched about it. Then he went, he did all of that. It was embarrassing. I was embarrassed for him. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, because there's a lot of people that left. There's a lot more people that left Jamie and distanced themselves from him than he did to anybody else. Like, he's kissing, look at whose asses he's kissing right now. And Jax just said that Mrs. P is in the same fucking chat as Noodle Mash. Well, Noodle Mash, I believe that might be not allowed. So are you going to report it?
Definitely not allowed. Definitely not allowed.
No, if Noodle Mash and everybody else is, if they're such upholders of the law, that's good, Missy. That's right. There goes Noodle's excuse of being scared of Mrs. P. She's not scared.
No, she's not scared. Oh, and follow the money here, saying I need to be reported to my job and licensing agency. All I can say is good luck. Report me for laughing. For something not on the job. Good luck.
Nothing to do with this profession. On social media, they're so ignorant. Anyways, I'm going to go because I'm munching on chips right now and it's rude and I'm starving and I'm going to go cook something to eat.
Yeah, I think I've gone through everything too, so I'm going to wrap this up. So,
all right. Well, thank you for having me, and chat. Thank you for listening to me talk to Siren. I appreciate it, and fuck everybody else. So, on that note,
going live? Are you going live later?
Yeah, probably on 11:30. No strays allowed, all right? In case anybody's listening.
Okay.
All right, you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye, and I will catch everybody later. So, thanks for coming, everybody, and I'll catch y'all maybe later this week. So, thanks, and I'll catch y'all later. Hit the like button on the way out, the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch y'all later. Check out the merch shop that was scrolling down at the bottom, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye, everybody. Bye.